Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my first lesson of D2, chapter number 6, exercise 6A, that is about algebraic fractions. In this lesson, I will solve basic level question number 1 that says simplify each of the following. Before going to the lesson, there are some key terms that we have to understand, that for better understanding of this lesson, we should have the good hold on the multiplication and division law of indices with same basis, and you have to integrate your lesson with the previous lessons so that you can connect your lessons well and have the good grasp on the tables and mental maths calculations. First part of the question is 4x4 upon 12x cube y. It's better to rewrite the question 4x4 upon 12 x cube and y. Now we can see that 4 and 12 are suitable for each other. Table of 4 ones are 4 and 4 threes are 12. I have simplified the constant coefficients. Now if we look at the x terms, we have the x term in the numerator and x in the denominator with different powers. So here we have to apply the division law of indices with same basis. So what I will be doing according to that, I have to write the base ones and I have to subtract the indices, and preferably we will be taking the smaller index towards the larger index over 3, and we can see that y has just single term and that is already in the denominator. So my answer will be x upon 3y. I hope you are clear about this question. Let's move to the next question. Next question is 16a cube b4 upon 24a5 b square. Rewrite the question 16a cube b4 upon 24a5 and b square. First, think about the constant coefficients, that for 16 and 24 the common suitable table is 8. 8 2s are 16 and 8 3s are 24. So from the constants I will left with 2 by 3. Now look at the variables. I have a cube and a5, a terms in the numerator and denominator. So in order to simplify these two terms, what I have to do, I have to apply the quotient law of indices with same basis. Here the larger power is in the denominator, so what I will be doing, I will be bringing the smaller power in the denominator and I will subtract the powers. So according to 5 minus 3, it will become a square. And now coming to b terms, b4 upon b square, again b is having the value in the denominator and numerator both, so we have to apply the division law of indices with same basis. But b has a larger power in the numerator, so I'll bring my smaller power in the numerator, and according to the quotient law it will become b4 minus 2, which is b square. So the final answer will be 2 by 3 into b square by a square. I hope you are clear about this question. For next question, please. 23 into cube r upon 69 q r cube s. 23 cube r upon 69 q r cube and s. First, think about the constant coefficient. Table of 23 is suitable for 69. How many times? 23 3s are, 3 3s are and 3 2s are. 23 1s are and 23 3s are. Now look at the q terms. We are having the q cube in the numerator and q in the denominator. So we have to apply the division law of indices with same basis, and according to that, as q has the smaller index in the denominator, so we will bring the smaller index in the numerator, and according to quotient law it will become q3 minus 2 q square. And if you look at the r terms, it will become r square, and s is the single term, so it will be as it is. So my final answer will be q square by 3 r square and s. I hope you are clear about this question. Let's move to the next question. Next question is 3m square p cube upon 18 m cube n and p6. First rewrite the question. carefully. 3m n square and p cube upon 18 m cube n and p6. Now look at the constant coefficients. Table of 3 is suitable for 18, 3 ones are and 3 6 are. I will left with 1 over 6 from the constant coefficients. Coming to the variable terms, for m and m cube, m has the larger power in the denominator. So according to quotient law of indices, what I will be doing, I will be bringing the smaller part, that is 1, in the denominator, and it will take the form m square. Looking at n terms, n square upon n, it will become n, and p cube upon p6, this will become p6 minus 3 p cube. So my final answer will be n into 6 m square p cube. I hope you are clear about this question. Let's move to the next question. The next question is 15 a c cube upon 75 a square b4 and c. You should have the good command on the tables. Table of 15 is suitable for 75. How many times? 15 ones are and 15 fives are. So from the constant coefficients, I will left with 1 over 5. Coming to a terms, we can see that we have a upon a square. So it will become, according to quotient law of indices, a2 minus 1. That will be a. And looking at the b terms, we do not have any value of b in the numerator. So b4 will be coming as it is. And coming to c values, c cube upon c. So this will, according to the quotient law of indices, c3 minus 2 and c square. Whenever we are multiplying any number by 1, the answer is the same number, c square upon 5 a and b4. I hope these questions are really easy. Coming to the last part of the question. Last part of the question is 16x y cube z upon 64 x square y4 and z cube. So first rewrite the question. 64x y cube z upon 64 x square y4 and z cube. Table of 16 is suitable for 64, 16 ones are and 16 fours are. So from the constant coefficients, I will left with 1 over 4. Looking at the variable terms x and x square, we have the larger power of x in the denominator. So according to the quotient law, it will become x2 minus 1 or x. Coming to the y values, y3 upon y4, y4 minus 3 will be y1, and z upon z cube, then it will become z3 minus 2, which is equal to z square. So my final answer will be 1 over 4 into x, y and z square. I hope you are clear about these questions. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lesson, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.